What's up, guys? Jez here from Whiskefy, and welcome to another episode of WhiskefyTV, your favourite weekly whiskey TV show, where we are trying not to contract syphilis.
Yes.
Bringing on the beautiful special guest that is
Special in the worst or best way? Which one?
my favourite way.
The only way.
Sorry, where did my hat go?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I realised I'm... Look at this. Thank you, sir. I'm not going to touch it. No, actually,
Ooh,
mate, you feels fucked.
that was
Mate, you feels fucked.
that was the wrong way. I didn't like that at all.
Sorry.
Go for it.
Do you want to try again?
No, it's the wrong hand.
Sorry.
That's what.
Oh, yeah. That feels better.
That was.
Yeah, I know,
I was
okay.
hitting something.
Yeah, you're hitting... Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, that kind of... Just angle it a little bit.
That's
Yeah,
it. You
yeah.
gotta change the angle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all about the angle.
It's all about the angle of entry. Yes. Anyway.
Did you catch the syphilis joke?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah?
That's why I said yes.
Yes. I actually... That was well thought out. I was actually very proud of that. You're wondering why we're doing a syphilis joke? Because we are doing the High West Midwinter Nights Dram Act 10 Scene 5. Welcome. This is your bowl, sir, so you want to...
Oh, I left it over here. Fuck. I brought the wrong one over.
You're such a cuck. There we go. Dramatic entry.
There we go.
As we said, Act 10, Scene 5. Sir, do you want some glassware? What are you feeling?
We'll go the fancy Denvers.
We'll go...
Denver and Liley. Denver, I just bought some new glasses from him. I bought a new bourbon glass, whiskey glass, and a beer glass. I've got two of each now.
Of course you bought a new beer glass.
With all the beer that I drink.
Yeah, I was like, you poured one stout in 12 months and you were like, guess we
And I
get
didn't even
another...
drink it. The stout that I poured the other night when I got the new one,
Yeah.
I cracked it, poured it in. I drank 2/3 of the glass, and it sat in my room for 2 days.
Oh!
Because I just didn't touch it. I was like,
That's a yeast infection and a half, and your room doesn't need any more yeast infections.
no. Wow. I'm still yet to catch anything.
That was
good. It
She was like goopy too.
was good. Yes. So let's go here.
That looks like another dick again. It is 98.6 proof or 49.3% ABV. It is non-age stated, and it runs a new charred American oak, but we are moving to a tawny and ruby port barrels for the finishing.
Ruby port and 20 port.
That was like group and then port.
Yeah, I know. I just, because where we're going later,
Okay, I got you.
I wanted to
got
make
you.
sure that
Yeah, that's
so there
separate. I
wasn't
got you.
confusion.
The mash bill is a blend of straight ryes, and the price is anywhere between $250 to $300 Australian and $125 US.
I think I paid 240, but
You did well, because obviously our boy Brock and Ray is doing it for $250. I did see it drop for $300 at our friends at the Drink Society.
Yep.
So we're seeing a variation in price there.
Correct. And this Act 10 is the last in the series.
Mhm.
You had Act 10, and then obviously you had the white port for the encore, which
I
was
forgot about the white.
which was meant to be the last thing.
Oh.
But I doubt they can fucking finish it because it is such a.
No, we'll just run a
Loved.
private series, right?
I mean,
Like,
picks.
which is where we're
Also
leading
going.
into. So,
Let's go.
the course of true love never did run smooth.
Fucking sure. Go. Continue.
A Midsummer's Night's Dream, which kind of leads into where we are at.
Yeah.
So, the Midwinter Nights Dram. You like that? Because I
Yeah.
thought about it for a hot minute.
I can tell you did. I can
Yeah.
very much tell you did.
We also call it Shakespeare.
Shakespeare.
Which
Much
was-
easier. Much fucking easier.
Which was coined by Ambrizzle, so sad reacts
Old
only.
Hobbsy. F's in the chat.
Sad reacts only.
We still love you, Hobbsy.
love you, Hobbs.
Do the little. The K-pop. The little finger hearts. The heart. Or what did you do?
You good? You work it out? It's not hard.
I don't like that.
Really?
No.
It's a better hard. Feels tighter. Oh. Okay.
Yep. Fuck, this is derailed very quickly.
The Midwinter Nights Dram, obviously, Shakespeare, as we covered, is a blend of straight ryes finished in port barrels by our friends at High West. High West is based in Utah and renowned for their blending skills to make this damn fine whiskey. It's pretty straightforward. We covered it recently.
We did. It's a rendezvous that's then finished, which is between 4 and 9 years. 4 being their own product, 9 being MGP. I think their ryes are now could be as old as 6 though, so there could be older stuff from Utah or whatever the actual distillery is.
Yeah, High West.
Yeah, that's the one.
It's normally on the front.
No, for whatever reason, in my head,
yeah.
This is what was in my head, and I was like, Smoke Wagon's what the bottle's called, but what's the distillery called? And the distillery is called H&C. But that is where my head was. Ignore me.
You're cool.
So Rendezvous finished in port barrels, both Ruby Port and 20 Port. It is fucking.
It's just so juicy, right?
Juicy is. It's fucking
like juicy fruit.
Juicy fruit. Yes, it's
like
juicy fruit
nose.
gum.
Yeah.
It is Starburst squirts. It is fucking. No, it's not Starburst squirts.
No.
It's Natural Necessity Bliss.
Yeah. Those,
the Bliss levels. Yeah. But juicy fruit is the nose.
To reference Hobbsy, Mummy Wanty.
Mummy Wanty
is the phrase, because damn, this is juicy as fuck, and that's what you want, right? Like if you want a really refreshing whiskey, and you come in from like a classic bourbon, we're talking like caramels, vanillas, oats, and you just come in hitting these fruits, you're like fuckable.
It's good. It's like it's not like.
I use this as a palate refresher, right?
That's the thing. It's got those nice sweet stewed fruits as well as those like fresh spice notes you get in the rye.
Like rhubarb apple pie.
That is fucking perfect description. That is a fucking. Did you look that up for us?
No. Don't fucking look at me like that.
That is like it's rhubarb.
That's what I got.
It's rhubarb apple pie, and
it's
got like is that those bakeries that do the cinnamon and brown sugar thing on top,
and then it's like the cross fucking layering with your
the lattice.
The lattice. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, literally what I envision.
That is. I don't think there's a better description. We're
done.
It's rhubarb apple pie.
I need that.
Mint garnish. Like you know how to put a little mint leaf on there.
Yeah.
Some dusted cinnamon and brown sugar and some vanilla ice cream. You're
done.
fucking set.
Send it.
You're set. You're good.
Who needs this shit?
That is nose, palate, and then the finish is a good medium.
Fucking 8 minutes. Done. Send it.
Luckily, we've got other things to turn to.
For that we're grateful.
Now,
this is a really interesting conversation because we've obviously tried this. Obviously, you've had it open.
Cracked it last Wednesday. Yep.
And
that's the oak barrel, another one of the bottles that got hit. Not as hard as some, but it was one of the bottles that got hit. It was one of the bottles that got hit.
I didn't enjoy this as much as I thought I did, but like going back into it, I'm like, it's alright. Like I'm in clean palate, obviously.
Oh, you enjoyed it more at oak barrel?
No, I enjoyed it less at oak barrel.
Oh, okay.
I'm enjoying it now. But
you enjoyed it more at the Jolene's launch?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I could taste that I knew that I liked Brock's more at the Jolene's launch, and then I tried it again oak barrel. I was like, yeah, it's still good.
Again, you're going from just because you brought up Brock, we might as well get it out.
Yeah.
On the table. Brock's is a rendezvous rye finished in Oloroso.
I don't have a whiskey in a glass. I'm sure Brock will appreciate the barrel and batch reference, right?
I don't know. Friendly competitor. So yeah, the details are on the side. We just did a review of that recently. I'm not sure if that's going to come out before this or if this is going to come out first.
It's already out.
It's already out.
Thanks for watching.
When did it come out last week?
No, it would have been a few weeks ago.
Really? Didn't we only film it last? No, we didn't film it last week.
No, we didn't.
We filmed the week before that. Yeah. No, so it must have only come out last week. If you filmed it the week before that.
No, we filmed it a few weeks ago. Because I've had this since I recorded the podcast at what was it?
My weeks are just I've got fucking way too much.
There you go, sir.
No, I'll leave it there for you first.
Yeah, no, I filmed this at like Bella Vista, so that was like a few days after it launched.
You're fucking right.
Yeah, we were
that was right back with the
like
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Fucking oath.
It's like February.
Yeah. No, and I've actually watched that. Okay. So anyway, we've got this one here, which is a beautiful Oloroso sherry compared to a dual port, both ruby and tawny. This one comes in at 49.4%, so just slightly higher, but it's a pretty much much for muchness. This is sweeter though.
This is what
this
I love.
This is deeper.
Okay, so this is why, like, if you got the length, you can definitely go deeper. But how we lean into that is easy, Tiger. What I enjoyed, like, for a direct side-by-side, I know, fuckable. Oh, I could do this all day. We spoke about this tasting note, and it's like those jam fucking little...
Jam donuts.
No, the little shortbread...
Oh, yeah, we did too,
jam drops.
Jam drops, that's exactly what this is, yeah.
And that's what I get, and, like, just tasting it then, I'm like, jam drops. And whether it's that childhood throwback...
That is exactly what it is, the jam drops.
I could sit there, and that's why half my fucking bottle's gone, is because jam drops.
Yeah, it's that shortbread biscuit, that vanilla,
yeah,
that slight sugar note,
yeah,
like strawberry jam, raspberry jam.
It's more raspberry jam than strawberry, but yeah.
And then it's got that slight...
It's got that tartness.
It's got that slight spearmint at the back as well, which you find in your rendezvous anyway. But the... Yeah.
And this is why it was hard, right? Because, like, putting that up, I was just like, I know, and you're most welcome to keep moving as well.
No, you keep going. Talk about this one.
But it's hard because, like, I go for typically a sweeter profile.
A sweeter profile, yeah, correct.
So,
well, this is a deeper profile.
Yeah.
This is definitely more a bourbon drinker's rye.
Yeah.
Where I'd put this more as like a Scotch drinker's rye.
Yeah, absolutely.
In terms of, this is more... I can't even point to a Scotch in your fucking back bar. This is closer to, like, a... No, not even close. Not even close. Like, this has, those port... No! Fucking put Fire and Cane away. This has those... Again, like, rye works well finished.
How do I have a full bottle of Fire and Cane?
Why do you have a bottle of Fire and Cane?
I wondered that as well when I looked at it.
Like, rye works better finished than bourbon. Hands down, every day of the week. Yeah, so, like, to me, this is better. And that's just because I prefer those less sweet notes. However, to me, this is sweeter than earlier versions.
Which is interesting because
I feel the earlier versions aren't as sweet.
I see that.
So, like, I've had 4, 5... Now I've had 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. I do know someone who has a 2. I'd love to try that.
Who has a 2?
Multiple.
Heath? Who's Heath? Ledger? He's dead.
It's a murder.
Okay. Sounds made up. I don't know who Heath is.
You do. You 100% do.
I genuinely... Do you know what? I've probably spoken to him a million and one times when I asked her who you are.
Yeah, so he's got 2.
Okay.
So I'd love to try that one. Just because it's such an early version of it.
Well,
which
yeah,
is mostly MGP. So it's either Act...
No, see, this is fuckable because it's sweet.
Oh, obviously it's sweet. It's still sweet.
It's like, alright, it's more sweet.
It's either Act 5 or Act 6 is when they... Either Act 5 was the last of all MGP, or Act 6 was the last of all MGP.
Because this MGP? Or no?
I'm trying to remember what it is. I should have done research before coming.
I feel like this is like trifle. This is like brandy custard.
I've actually never noticed it. They've got different quotes on the back. So for Act 10, the quote on the back from A Midsummer's Night Dream is, "Are you sure that we are awake? It seems to me that yet we sleep, we dream." The quote on the back for Act 6 is, oh no wait, it's the same, it's just laid out differently. Anyway.
Okay, so...
This is like plum. This has got like plum in it now.
Yeah.
Where this one's not. This has got more rye coming through.
Yeah, that's what I like about it. I can get that rye. And you, like...
That's got more rye coming through.
As much shade as you throw at me, you're like, oh, you know what?
You're not a rye guy?
Drinker. Fuck you. I'm like...
That's better to me. That is the best
one. That's what I say. That's what I said. It's the best fucking one. And that's why I went for this. And I'm like, this is the poor man Shakespeare. And this is why I love it so much. because it's fucking $100 less. You can actually buy it.
Yeah, well, like, okay, yeah. So, again, what did you pay for that?
160. What is Brock selling it for? 160.
Yeah, 160. That
Yeah.
was 250,
So
240.
240.
I paid 160 for that.
Yeah.
Originally, that's what I paid for that. 160. And it's fucking delicious.
Yeah, I fucking rate that all day.
But yeah, I think that's the best one on here.
Yeah, absolutely. That was what I was expecting from this. That's why I was going to buy it. Because if I was getting this, but no batch, all day. But excuse me. There's just something like it's just that change.
There is
like
a change
from
this is deeper and less rye coming on the back palate.
yeah. It's like
So you don't have that rye spice. You don't have that spearmint note coming through that you get on your rendezvous, which you still get through this.
It's just not as sweet.
That's got more vanilla in it. I will admit
Yeah.
that it's got more vanilla, but
Bourbon
it
drink
still
is
has
rye.
It still has more rye to it though. It still has more rye spice. This doesn't. This is more port. This is more cask finish.
Maybe
And
that's one.
this has so much cask finish to me.
Is there like a hint of coffee in there? Is that what I'm getting? Like a hint of instant coffee? Just on the very back.
I can actually
like
see
a
what you're getting.
faint instant coffee note.
Yeah,
So-
I can get some Nescafe blend 43.
Yeah, like
I can actually see where you're going. Fuck you. You're going to ruin it for me.
international sawdust. That's what I'm.
International sawdust. Love that.
Yep.
The last one I thought would be good for comparison is just an Australian one.
Mhm.
Yes, we've got 2 minutes left,
Mm.
so we'll blast through it.
That's right.
While it's not as readily available,
Mm.
it's probably going to be more readily available than at least these for most Aussies. And that's the Gospel's project release, Tawny Cask. So last year,
buy it.
they did a fortified cask. The year before they did a Tawny. They'll be doing it every year.
Okay.
So
cool.
it falls in the same sort of thing.
Yeah.
So this is finished in Australian Tawny casks rather than a Tawny port cask.
Mm-hmm.
And from memory, I'd say I think it's 3.5 years.
Okay.
So this is going to be
So
their straight
about
rye, so
yeah.
that 3.5 years.
Yeah. Which is
Plus
fine because
finish,
that's
yeah.
what this is. Like this, everything's basically the same minus like 3 years. But obviously 3 years in Australia is like 12 years in the US, right? That's how they work that.
That's it. 15 in Scotland, 12 in the US. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I see that. Very cask forward, but it's just not as sweet. It's not that
Again,
sweet, but I like it.
classic Aussie style, which is cask forward. Which to me, this is cask forward.
Mm.
This is cask forward.
Mhm.
This is less cask forward, and that's why I think that's the best one.
And Giant's spot on. He can pull this note every time he tastes Australian whiskies, and I definitely get that. Just trying in the lineup. And we spoke about it earlier, it's that eucalyptus note.
Eucalyptus, yeah. It's there. It's 100% there.
And it's sitting on the middle of the tongue there, which is definitely off-putting for like me because I'm a sweet gal. And we can pull that from these incredible ryes finished in these port casks, and then it's like going to that and you get this eucalyptus note, and it's kind of like it's really just pulling away from that cask.
Yeah, so like this one here, the finish is spearmint.
Mm.
Like this one definitely has a spearmint finish. These two, that spearmint note is still there. It's just less prominent.
Yeah.
Here, instead of spearmint, you get eucalyptus.
Yeah.
So it's very different, fresh note.
It just pulls away from that cask. It's like as you're tasting it, like, yeah, okay, I get that cask, and then it's like, I'm losing all that cask because I'm just getting overwhelmed by this. It's like I'm
Eucalyptus.
getting,
It is
getting fucked by a eucalyptus tree.
fucking koalas.
Fucking koalas.
Chlamydia.
And then it ties
Circle
in-
back.
Look at this. The fucking episode.
Syphilis at the start, chlamydia at the end. We're here in the middle.
Mate.
Anyway.
And somehow neither of us have got it.
Good.
Right?
No comment. So I guess we finish up. We've gone through the tasting notes. We've compared it. Oh, actually, how would you rate these? Like that's something we do. We've got to wrap up quickly anyway.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I agree. That is, to me, this is one by mile.
Yeah.
Then it comes to this, that.
Yeah.
And I was skeptical coming in. I thought this would place in front of that. The pruny notes and the plum notes in this are bits not right for me. That's better.
Absolutely.
And while I like this, these have age, but this doesn't.
It's got AIDS.
Age.
Oh, right.
This has age.
Can I get AIDS twice?
Not wrong.
Everyone has AIDS.
Yeah, so these have age where this doesn't.
Yeah.
And if this had another year or two,
Yeah, I reckon another year on that bad boy should be
then
sweet.
finish it, I think it'd be a different game. But as it stands,
saw
this
that.
is the weakest.
We saw that with Australian Ryes. Give them 3.
Given
3.5
4 years. 4 years.
4
no
years.
comment.
Yep.
There's one behind us. 4 years, and 4 years they come into their stride.
Yeah.
And that's the same as you see as normal ryes in the US. That 4 to 6 year mark in the US.
There's a reason why it
That's
works.
where they come into their stride.
Why they fucking work.
And then you go to Canada, and you go from 10 years on, they come to their stride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So,
obviously
4
not-
years.
It's not going to work. But,
4 years. That definitely.
I reckon they push it a little bit longer. We'll end up there, but
Yeah.
right now, eucalyptus note just pulls it.
It's a bit strong. It is
Yeah.
a bit strong. Sip, sink, shoot.
I'd sip it. I'd definitely sip it. I'd be happy if I pick one up if I hadn't have had this, right? But knowing where I am, and
Knowing you bought a case of that.
listen, all right. Look,
Yes.
yeah. It's Midwinter is always going to be a fun release, right? Like
Agree.
we're going to pick it up where we can. Obviously, price point's a very interesting point because this is amazing. So maybe I'm not at the sip. Maybe
Out of the two of these, that's a better buy.
that's 100% a better buy.
That's anywhere between 80 and 100 bucks. Well, sorry, 70 to 90 bucks cheaper than this. It's a Oloroso, which I personally prefer Oloroso over
Yeah.
any
Yeah.
fortified cars. But out of these two, I prefer that. Yeah, like that's a better buy. Two. So if you're in Australia, pick up from Brock and Awesome.
Yeah.
Whiskey Australia.
I fucking killed it.
If you can't get that, this is a good place.
Yeah.
It's just it's more in line with a lot of your heavier influenced scotches.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah,
Highland,
absolutely.
Speysides,
Yeah.
Port Cask scotches.
Yeah.
With a bit of fresh spin on the back. That's the best way to describe it.
That you couldn't have actually laid that up better. Where are you at?
Again, I would put this first. That. I bought this. I'm happy I bought it. I won't be as sad as I am when this finishes as I will be when this finishes.
That's gonna be a savourable drop.
I think that's my sip. So it's still sip. $250 it hurts more because again I paid $160 for
Yeah,
it.
and that's 160. So that's the thing, right? That's the argument. It's like I wouldn't be mad if I ended up with one of these, but I know what I like out of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all about the changing profile, right? Like you laid them up in a flight, and then you're like, okay, cool, I can enjoy all of these. They all have-
Like all of these can be enjoyed. All of these
Yeah.
are very much enjoyed on their own.
Mhm.
When you put them in a flight, you can pick out the flaws a bit easier.
Yeah, absolutely. I just
Yeah.
think it's a stellar drop.
Still drop. Yeah.
I'm very happy with it.
And yeah. Is Utah near the Sierra? No. Can't remember.
I can't remember. Where's Sierra based?
Sierra is. I know Sierra is. The Sierra Mountains.
Sierra
Where
Mountains.
are they? Where are the Sierra Mountains?
Actually, that's a good question. Let me Google. Let me find out. Well, like we're already over time, so what's the worst
Oh,
thing
wow,
that can
we're
happen?
fucking right over time.
That's alright. It's fine.
We'll cut some shit out. No, we won't.
No, we
No,
won't.
you won't. You can't be
Sierra Mountains. Let's.
fucking. I swear they go through Utah.
California.
No, they're in California.
That makes sense.
Yeah, close enough.
That makes sense where Sierra Mountains would be
Yeah.
in that range. Is it between Las Vegas and? But then where's? Oh no. Okay, cool. Because California, then Utah.
Yeah,
it's
they're
like
practically there.
practically there. It's very close to Utah. It's snowy.
I'd love to see
Fits.
other picks of these in the future. Other rendezvous rye picks.
Yeah.
It'd be good to see more of them come to Australia. Yes, we had the campfire. The campfire was good.
Yeah.
This is better. Would love to try some out of the US. I know you hate it, but a Joe C pick would be great to try out of the pick.
It would
out of
be.
the US. A Joe C.
Campfire.
A Joe C. Rendezvous pick would be great.
Josie.
Josie. Yeah. A Joe C.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
pick.
see. I
Yeah.
see.
Just because of the notoriety Josie has in the
Yes.
States. Yeah.
The amount of
On that
notoriety-
note,
I see it. All right. I got you.
On
Yeah.
that note-
It'd be definitely interesting to see a
More
Josie
picks.
pick. Yeah. Because fuck, you really can't go wrong with more Josie in your life, right? Because you.
I agree.
How many Josies do you have?
a lot.
A lot. More than you can count?
More than I can count.
Because you're a big fan of Josie, right?
More than I can count. There's more than I can count. It's not good. It's not good how many I have.
How many Josies have you had?
More than I can count on my fingers.
Fuck. That's too many Josies.
Too many Josies.
You're a big fan, huh?
Josie's picks good. Josie picks good.
But where would you prefer your picks from? Would you prefer them from like the Sierra Mountains?
Local.
Okay.
Like, it'd be much better to support local. It would be much better to support local.
Well, then you end up with gospel. But there's nothing wrong with Utah, right? Utah's alright. Utah goes alright.
Utah goes alright.
Alright. For that, we're grateful.
For that, we're grateful. And on that note,
wrap it up.
We'll wrap it up.
Done.
I've got a DD to order, so
Fuck!
On that note,
we're gonna wrap it up. We're done. We're out. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I didn't know he was gonna do that, but oh my god, that's the first time you thrown me. Fuck. Alright, thank you guys so much.
JC, fuck JC. That's Jez Whiskefy. I'm Yak, Gloucester Lane. We'll see you next time.
Peace. He's got a DD to order.